Each afternoon, real setups are broken down with entry strategies and the technical reasoning behind every trade. This is today's best trade setups with Verified Investing.
Welcome to today's best trade setups. My name is Benjamin Poole, head trader here at Verified Investing. The markets were pushing up quite substantially on the SPX. Let me show you exactly where the resistance level was, and that's where we got our big pullback in a lot of these semiconductors and the overall markets themselves. The SPX is going to be the leading indicator in which direction the market goes. If we're heading into resistance, a lot of the stocks are going to start taking a pullback, as you saw today. Now, if we can get into some support, these would be good buying levels for pretty much the wide range of the markets. So let's go ahead and just jump into the SPX first. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm looking at. So here's this upswing parallel channel that I'd mentioned a couple different times. The first level of resistance was sitting at $6,791.68. This was a prior gap on the charts, as well as all of this price consolidation. You notice how many times once we got back above it right here, then we got a retrace a couple different times. As you know, the weaker or the more times support levels are hit, the weaker that support level gets. And so what I like to see is the fact that the SPX got back up into this level, and then the technicals worked out beautifully. We're getting a little bit of a rejection. So for me, the day trade level, if we can get back up to $6,791.68, I would actually look to start shorting the markets again. We already did take a couple different shorts in the live day trading room. So if you guys are interested in joining us there, that is a great opportunity for you to get these solid plays ahead of the market, the mid-morning session. So what I'm also looking at is the midline of this parallel channel. It's caught support and or resistance several different times. So if we can start pushing back above $6,791.68, I'm shorting the SPX on a swing trade basis if it gets to up to about $6,896.09. But again, this would be going forward. So on the downside, if for some reason we get this nice melt in the markets, $6,617.11. This is the support level I'm mentioning because this is where a lot of the stocks are going to get some pretty solid bounces, and you could see this nice uptick in the markets. Let's go ahead and show you what the leading market indicator was for the drop, or the big rise in the SPX. US oil had this huge fall yesterday. I did mention that we were into a ton of resistance. I even showed you the bull flag measured move into some resistance. I had some comments on my last video saying there's no way this is going to work out. That gives me additional confidence that that level was a key technical resistance level, and you should get a sell-off. And so here's the oil chart. USO, I mentioned about $144 all the way up to about $150. And I was actually short this in the live day trading room, which is another reason that I was thinking, you know what, if I could give this out to you guys, you could take advantage of that as well. I did not anticipate this big of a drop, but look at what happened. So from that $144.03 level all the way down to almost to this gap in the charts at $117.26. Look at the move that this made to the downside. Let me go ahead and get the right chart. Only about a 17 to 18% move to the downside. Huge volume uptick in the volume or in the chart of US oil, which drove the prices down. On a day trade basis, if we can get back up to $129.83, you have this green bar candle and this low pivot for a rejection. This would continue putting selling pressure on the markets. However, US oil, once it gets into this level, this is a key technical level that I would be looking to short USO. If we continue to fall on US oil, get a nice bid in the markets, $117.26 is the level that I'd play for the initial gap fill in the charts, with a secondary level sitting right here at $113.39. This first level has been hit already in the pre-market. However, it was pretty substantial support. And so I do anticipate a bounce off that level if USO does fall a little bit more. So we are going to have some stickiness in US oil and on the SPX at these key levels. So we can, so the Trump can decide on which direction he wants to go with the war in Iran. That's going to be putting a lot of pressure on the markets. US oil is going to stay elevated for a little bit longer than we anticipate. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the support and resistance levels as it comes into play. All right, let's go ahead and jump into a couple additional stocks. UAL had this huge push to the upside. Here was a prior gap in the charts. I want you to recognize previous gaps in charts can play out quite nicely, especially when you had this huge fall from the downside. And that's what happened. UAL got up to $102.32, got a nice rejection. Now that we're coming back in, although this is not a prior gap in the charts, this is a pretty substantial support level. So if we get a fade, I'm looking at $96.38 as far as a long level, knowing I've got additional support sitting right here at the prior gap in the charts at $95.11. So this is what I would look to do. Enter at 96.38 and then add to my position at $95.11. If it does start closing below that on a 15-minute closing basis, it's likely that oil is continuing to push higher, and then I would look to stop out of the trade on UAL. STX has this beautiful upsloping trend line. So what I've done is connected this pivot top here, secondary hit here, and it came really close to hitting this for the third time. Right now, STX has a little bit longer to go, but it could be putting in a topping tail. So what we're waiting for is, let me go ahead and show you what the price action needs to get to in order for us to put in a topping tail on a daily time frame. $495.05. If the price does close there or below, then you're going to put in a topping tail. What I would like to see, though, for a swing trade is STX to creep up a little bit more, maybe get up to about $520. And that is where I'd likely short this for a longer term play. And then on the upside, on the downside, I would be looking for at least a price target of $468.85. If we can sell off into that level today, I would play this for a day trade because this was a pretty substantial move to the upside, over 10% move, which means that once price action drops 9.43%, there will be some buyers who step up and bid this to the upside. Not only that, but you have some short sellers who are in this trade who would love to get out of this trade at $468.85. And when that happens, they'll cover, which means they're going to buy the shares of STX, and that could likely drive the price up as well. The additional support level is this pivot top right here at $453.85. So what I would do is look to dollar cost average all the way into the secondary support level at $453.85. On a day trade basis, because of this big red bar candle, if it does get up to $510, again, this is where I'd look to short this on a day trade basis and look for about a $10 move to the downside, which is about a 2% pullback. So I do have a short level for you. And then again, I need a significant sell-off, $468.85 for me to initiate a long play on the trade of STX. LITE had this huge surge to the upside. It is getting close to this swing trade level at $924.32. It was a little bit lower, but what I have to do based on this upsloping parallel channel is as it gets further and further extended away from it, the target has to move with it. So now my swing trade level on LITE is sitting at $924.32. My long level today, if we can get a sell-off from $888 high all the way down into $815.75, that is where I'd look to play LITE for a long trade, knowing I've got this midline of this parallel channel as additional support. Once it does close below that on a 15-minute closing basis, you're likely heading down to $726.69. And then ultimately, I think we're going down to at least the lower end of this upsloping trend line and getting back down into $649.56. Tesla was a good mover today, had this huge surge to the upside, and look at the fade that it had with the markets. Now we're getting into a previous gap fill. We've already filled this gap. So for me, because this is a bottoming tail on the chart of Tesla, that's a pretty significant reversal signal for the chart of Tesla, which means that at one point there were pretty substantial seller or buyers who stepped up to make this this bottoming tail in. So what I would look to do on a day trade basis and possibly a swing trade on Tesla is re-enter or enter this trade at $342.63. That is going to be a major support level, knowing that on a daily closing basis, I could just stop out of the trade of Tesla right here at the lower end at $337.24. So this is more of a day trade and a swing trade. And I would look to dollar cost average into this low pivot point. And then once that does achieve close below, I would be looking at this next gap in the charts at $331.39 for a play on Tesla. On the upside, I have to zoom out in the charts pretty substantially for you guys. What I'm noticing is Tesla is still in this downtrend. Look at this trend line. Connects this pivot top here, and then all of this price consolidation right in this area. Price tried to get above it here, got rejected. So now technically we're in a downtrend on Tesla. So in order for me to see that this price reversal is going to be more significant, I need a break of this upsloping trend line, downsloping trend line with confirmation, and then we can see an upside move to about $381.26. Right now, I'm very bearish on the chart of Tesla. So I do anticipate a little bit further downside until this downsloping trend line can actually break, even with this bottoming tail. Because look at all this support lower than this. This was the previous green bar candle. So if we do close below that, you could see a price of Tesla back down to $274.76. So these are more shorter term plays for me. But if I know some of you are more aggressive, and so if you wanted to start a swing trade on this this bottoming tail, then again, $342.63 is at that level. Last but not least, Oracle does a great job of giving support and resistance levels. So what we're going to do is if we get another drop, $143.17 is that gap in the charts from the move on the closing price yesterday to the move all the way up. And then this would be a retrace back into that closing price from yesterday. So I'd be looking at $143.17 for a day trade today in the afternoon on ORCL. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are getting something out of this, please make sure that you're liking, you're following, subscribing, and ringing that bell so you get notified every time these videos are posted in this channel. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw on the Apex live day trading room. If you guys want the same market information that our Apex live day trading room members are getting to take some pretty substantial profits on these huge moves to the upside or the downside, depending on which way the markets are going, scan that QR code and join us live every single morning. The market is open at 9:20 to 9:25. That's when we go live, give you our exact entry prices, our exact exit prices, and navigate you through the trades. And last but not least, let's go ahead and go in verified investing extras. This is a new channel that we have. Go ahead and scan that QR code. This is a new channel that we're going to provide additional alpha for you guys to make sure that you guys are getting more information than any other retailer out there who's following just some random people. We dive into the charts for you and go over commodities, stocks, ETFs. We also go over the market movers as well as some crypto and some commodities plays. So go ahead and scan that QR code, and so that way you can get a like, follow, and subscribe for that as well. And that's what I have for you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys next time in the charts.